Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It's the engine that drives your success, the compass that guides your journey, and the key that unlocks your potential. But here's the catch. This incredible instrument is only as effective as your ability to control it. Think about it. Every great achievement in human history started as a thought in someone's mind. The Wright brothers' first flight, Edison's light bulb, Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of equality. All began as ideas, carefully nurtured and brought to life through the power of focused thought. Now you might be thinking that's all well and good for geniuses and visionaries, but what about me? Well, I've got news for you. You have the same raw materials they did, a mind capable of extraordinary things. The difference lies in how you use it. Controlling your mind isn't about suppressing thoughts or forcing yourself to think positively all the time. It's about directing your mental energy towards what truly matters. It's about becoming the CEO of your own thoughts rather than letting them run wild like unruly employees. Let's start with a simple truth. Your thoughts shape your reality. What you focus on expands. If you constantly dwell on problems, guess what? You'll see problems everywhere. But if you train your mind to seek solutions, you'll become a master problem solver. Here's a little experiment for you. For the next 24 hours, make a conscious effort to notice the good things around you. The smile from a stranger, the taste of your morning coffee, the feeling of accomplishment after completing a task. You'll be amazed at how this simple shift in focus can change your entire outlook. But controlling your mind goes beyond positive thinking. It's about developing mental discipline. Think of your mind as a muscle. Just like you can't expect to bench press 300 pounds without training, you can't expect to have ironclad focus and unwavering determination without practice. Start small. Set aside 5 minutes each day for quiet reflection. During this time, focus on your breathing and gently guide your thoughts back when they wander. This simple exercise strengthens your ability to direct your thoughts, a skill that will serve you well in all areas of life. Now, let's talk about the power of questions. The human mind is constantly seeking answers. By asking yourself empowering questions, you can steer your thoughts in productive directions. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? What can I learn from this situation? Instead of, what if I fail? Ask, how can I prepare to succeed? Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why visualization is such a powerful tool. Athletes use it to improve performance, surgeons to prepare for complex procedures, and public speakers to calm their nerves. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding, you're literally programming your mind for success. But what about those pesky negative thoughts? We all have them. The key is not to try to eliminate them completely. That's a losing battle. Instead, acknowledge them, then choose not to dwell on them. Think of negative thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of your mind. You can notice them without getting caught up in the storm. One effective technique for dealing with negative self-talk is to personify it. Give that critical inner voice a name. Let's call it Fred. When you notice Fred piping up with unhelpful commentary, you can say, "Thanks for your input, Fred, but I've got this." This creates distance between you and the negative thoughts, making them easier to manage. Now, controlling your mind doesn't mean being in control every second of every day. That's not realistic or even desirable. It's about developing the ability to guide your thoughts back to a productive path when they veer off course. It's about cultivating mental resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Think of it like sailing a ship. You can't control the wind or the waves, but you can adjust your sails and steer your course. Sometimes you'll face storms, and that's okay. The goal is not to avoid challenges, but to develop the mental strength to navigate them effectively. One powerful way to build this mental strength is through daily affirmations. These are positive statements that reinforce your goals and values. But here's the key. They need to be believable. Starting with "I am the greatest person in the world" might be a bit of a stretch. But I am capable of learning and growing every day. That's something you can genuinely believe and internalize. Speaking of learning, cultivating a growth mindset is crucial for controlling your mind. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. When you face a difficult task, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try, "I can't do this yet." That simple word, yet opens up a world of possibilities. The power of focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere: social media, emails, notifications. They all compete for our attention. But here's the truth. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. By learning to focus your mind, you can dramatically increase your productivity and effectiveness. Don't realize when you're working on an important task, set a timer for 25 minutes. During that time, give the task your full, undivided attention. No checking your phone, no browsing the internet. Just pure, focused work. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in these focused bursts. But controlling your mind isn't just about work and productivity. It's also about managing your emotional state. Your emotions are powerful, but they don't have to control you. By developing emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions, you gain a huge advantage in life. One simple technique for emotional management is the pause and breathe method. When you feel strong emotions rising, take a moment to pause and take 3 deep breaths. This creates a space between the trigger and your response, allowing you to choose how to react rather than being at the mercy of your emotions. Now, let's address a common misconception. Controlling your mind doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or always being positive. It's about understanding your emotional landscape and navigating it skillfully. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. The key is not to let these emotions dictate your action. Think of your emotions as data, not directives. They provide valuable information about your inner state, but you get to decide how to use that information. If you're feeling frustrated at work, that emotion might be telling you it's time for a change. But instead of impulsively quitting, you can use that frustration as motivation to improve your skills or seek new opportunities. Another crucial aspect of controlling your mind is managing your self-talk. The average person has about 60,000 thoughts per day, and many of these are repetitive. By becoming aware of your habitual thought patterns, you can start to change them. A place I'm not good enough with, I'm learning and improving every day. Instead of this is too hard, try this is challenging, but I can figure it out. Remember, your mind believes what you tell it. If you constantly tell yourself you can't do something, guess what? You probably won't be able to do it. But if you tell yourself you can learn, grow, and overcome challenges, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. The power of your subconscious mind. While your conscious mind might set goals and make plans, it's your subconscious that often drives your behavior. By aligning your conscious goals with your subconscious beliefs, you can unleash tremendous power. One way to do this is through visualization. Spend a few minutes each day vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste in this vision of success? This isn't just daydreaming. It's programming your subconscious mind for success. But controlling your mind isn't just about achieving external success. It's also about finding inner peace and contentment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in constant doing and forget about being. Taking time for stillness, whether through meditation, prayer, or simply sitting quietly in nature, can help you reconnect with your inner self and gain clarity. Now let's address the elephant in the room, fear. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to controlling your mind. It can paralyze you, keeping you stuck in your comfort zone. But here's the thing. Fear is often just false evidence appearing real. By facing your fears head-on, you can overcome them and grow stronger in the process. Start small. Identify one fear that's holding you back and take one small step to confront it. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting if you're afraid of public speaking, or reaching out to a potential mentor if you're afraid of rejection. Each time you face a fear, you prove to yourself that you're capable of overcoming challenges. Another powerful tool for controlling your mind is gratitude. It's impossible to feel grateful and negative at the same time. By cultivating a habit of gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the good in your life. Each night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things: a delicious meal, a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset. Over time, you'll find yourself naturally noticing and appreciating the good things in your life. The power of your environment. Your mind doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's constantly influenced by your surroundings. By consciously shaping your environment, you can support your efforts to control your mind. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people. Read books that inspire and educate you. Listen to podcasts that challenge your thinking and expand your horizons. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your company wisely. Seek out mentors and role models who embody the qualities you want to develop. Their influence can help shape your thoughts and behaviors in positive ways. But controlling your mind isn't just about personal growth. It's also about making a positive impact on the world around you. By mastering your thoughts, you become a beacon of positivity and possibility for others. Your calm in the face of challenges, your resilience in the face of setbacks, your ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. These qualities inspire and uplift those around you. Have you ever been around someone who radiates positivity and confidence? It's contagious, isn't it? By controlling your mind, you can become that person for others. You can be the one who lifts spirits, encourages dreams, and inspires action. Now, let's address a common pitfall in the journey of controlling your mind: perfectionism. Many people believe that controlling your mind means never having a negative thought, never feeling down, never making a mistake. This is not only unrealistic, but it's also counterproductive. The goal is progress, not perfection. Think of controlling your mind as a skill, like playing an instrument or learning a sport. You wouldn't expect to pick up a guitar for the first time and play like Eric Clapton, would you? In the same way, don't expect to have perfect control over your thoughts overnight. It's a journey, and every step forward is progress. One powerful technique for managing your thoughts is mindfulness. This simply means being aware of your thoughts and feelings without judging them. When you notice a negative thought, don't try to push it away or beat yourself up for having it. Simply observe it like a cloud passing through the sky. This practice helps you develop a sense of detachment from your thoughts, giving you more control over how you respond to them. It's the power of purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose, a compelling reason why you do what you do, it becomes much easier to control your mind. Your purpose acts like a North Star, guiding your thoughts and actions even in difficult times. Take some time to reflect on your values and what truly matters to you. What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? What legacy do you want to leave? When you align your thoughts and actions with your deeper purpose, you tap into a wellspring of motivation and resilience. But here's the thing, your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing to be meaningful. Maybe your purpose is to be the best parent you can be, or to bring a smile to your customers' faces every day. Whatever it is, let it guide your thoughts and actions. Now let's address a crucial aspect of controlling your mind: managing stress. In our fast-paced world, stress has become almost a constant companion for many people. But chronic stress can wreak havoc on your mental and physical health, making it much harder to control your thoughts. The key is to develop healthy stress management techniques. This could be exercise, which releases endorphins and helps clear your mind. It could be deep breathing exercises, which activate your body's relaxation response. It could be a hobby that allows you to lose yourself in a state of flow. Find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. Remember, controlling your mind isn't about never feeling stressed. It's about having tools to manage stress effectively when it does arise. It's about being able to return to a state of calm and clarity, even in challenging situations. The power of habits. Your daily habits shape your thoughts, which in turn shape your life. By consciously cultivating positive habits, you can support your efforts to control your mind. Start small. Maybe it's spending the first 5 minutes of your day in quiet reflection instead of immediately checking your phone. Maybe it's taking a short walk during your lunch break to clear your head. Maybe it's reading an inspiring book for 15 minutes before bed instead of scrolling through social media. These small habits, repeated consistently, can have a profound impact on your mental state. But here's the key. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on 1 or 2 small habits at a time. As these become second nature, you can gradually add more. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Now, let's address a common challenge in controlling your mind: dealing with setbacks. No matter how much you work on controlling your thoughts, there will be times when you slip up. Maybe you lose your cool in a stressful situation, or you fall into a spiral of negative thinking. When this happens, don't beat yourself up. Remember, setbacks are not failures, they are opportunities for learning and growth. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? This growth mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones on your journey of personal development. Another powerful tool for controlling your mind is reframing. This means looking at situations from different perspectives. When faced with a challenge, instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? Try, what is this teaching me? Instead of, I can't do this, think, how can I do this? This simple shift in perspective can open up new possibilities and solutions. Remember, your mind is incredibly powerful, but it needs direction. It's like a supercomputer, capable of incredible things, but it needs the right programming. By consistently feeding your mind positive, empowering thoughts, you create new neural pathways that support your goals and aspirations. But controlling your mind isn't just about positive thinking. It's also about critical thinking. It's about being able to analyze situations objectively, to question your assumptions, to seek out new information and perspectives. By developing your critical thinking skills, you become less susceptible to manipulation and more capable of making wise decisions. The power of curiosity. A curious mind is an active mind, always seeking to learn and grow. By cultivating curiosity, you keep your mind engaged and open to new possibilities. Ask questions, explore new ideas, try new things. This not only makes life more interesting, but it also helps you develop mental flexibility, a key component of controlling your mind. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every skill you now take for granted, from walking to reading to your professional expertise, was once new and challenging. By maintaining a beginner's mindset, you stay open to new learning and growth opportunities. Another crucial aspect of controlling your mind is managing your energy. Your physical state has a profound impact on your mental state. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and sufficient sleep are not just good for your body. They're essential for mental clarity and emotional balance. Think of it this way: your mind is like a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. By controlling your mind, you're choosing which seeds to plant and nurture, but even the best seeds need the right conditions to grow. Taking care of your physical health provides the fertile soil in which positive thoughts can flourish. Now let's address a common misconception. Controlling your mind doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or always being positive. It's about understanding and managing your full range of emotions. It's about being able to experience difficult emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Think of your emotions as messengers. They carry important information about your inner state and your relationship with the world around you. By learning to listen to these messengers without being controlled by them, you gain valuable insights that can guide your actions and decisions. Remember, every thought you think, every word you speak, is a seed you're planting in the garden of your mind. Choose these seeds wisely. Water them with attention, fertilize them with action, and watch as they grow into the reality of your life. Controlling your mind is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. But with each step forward, you're building mental strength and resilience. You're becoming more of who you're truly meant to be. So as you continue on this journey of controlling your mind, remember that you're not alone. Every great achiever throughout history has walked this path. They've faced doubts, overcome obstacles, and pushed through limitations, all by harnessing the power of their minds. The Wright brothers tinkering away in their bicycle shop, dreaming of human flight when everyone said it was impossible. Or Marie Curie pursuing her passion for science in a time when women were largely excluded from the field. Or Nelson Mandela maintaining his vision of a free and equal South Africa through 27 years of imprisonment. These individuals didn't just change the world. They first changed their thoughts, which then changed their actions. Now, you might be thinking that's all well and good for historical figures, but what about in today's world? Well, let me tell you, the principles of mind control are more relevant now than ever before. In our fast-paced, information-saturated world, the ability to direct your focus and manage your thoughts is like a superpower. Every day, you're bombarded with thousands of messages competing for your attention, advertisements, social media, news headlines, all vying for a piece of your mental real estate. If you don't take control of your mind, someone else will. By practicing the techniques we've discussed, mindfulness-focused attention, positive self-talk, you are building a mental fortress that can withstand these external pressures. But here's the beautiful thing about controlling your mind. It's not just about defense. It's about unleashing your full potential. When you learn to direct your thoughts, you tap into a wellspring of creativity, problem-solving ability, and personal power that you might never have known existed. A time when you were fully engrossed in a task you loved. Maybe you were playing music or solving a challenging problem or creating something with your hands. Remember that feeling of flow where time seemed to disappear and you were operating at peak performance? That's a glimpse of what's possible when you learn to control your mind. Now I want you to imagine what your life could be like if you could access that state more often, if you could direct your mental energy towards your goals with laser-like focus, if you could bounce back from setbacks with resilience and determination. if you could approach each day with a sense of purpose and possibility. This isn't just pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's a reality that's available to you right here, right now. And this is crucial, it requires consistent effort and practice. Just like building physical strength requires regular exercise, building mental strength requires daily practice. Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day for mental training. It could be meditation, visualization, affirmations, or any of the other techniques we've discussed. The specific technique doesn't matter as much as the consistency. It's the daily practice that rewires your brain, creating new neural pathways that support positive thinking and focused attention. As you embark on this journey, remember that progress isn't always linear. There will be days when controlling your mind feels effortless, and days when it feels like an uphill battle. That's okay, that's normal. The key is to keep showing up, to keep practicing, even on the difficult days. Especially on the difficult days, think of like learning to play an instrument. At first, every note is a struggle. Your fingers feel clumsy, the rhythms elude you. But with practice, things start to click. And then one day, you realize you're making music without even thinking about it. Controlling your mind follows a similar pattern. What once felt difficult becomes second nature. Just the ripple effect of controlling your mind. When you master your thoughts, you don't just change your own life, you change the lives of those around you. Your calm in the face of chaos, your positivity in the face of challenges, your ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles. These qualities are contagious. The people in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, how might their lives be different if you were consistently operating from a place of mental clarity and emotional balance? How might your relationships improve? How might your work environment change? But it goes beyond your immediate circle. In a world that often seems chaotic and divided, individuals who can control their minds are like lighthouses, beacons of stability and hope. By mastering your thoughts, you become a force for positive change in the world. Now, I want to address something that might be on your mind. You might be thinking, this all sounds great. But I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not naturally positive or focused or disciplined. Let me tell you something. Nobody is born with perfect control over their mind. It's a skill that's developed through practice. Any skill you've mastered in your life, maybe it's driving a car or using a computer or cooking a meal. There was a time when that skill seemed impossibly complex. But through practice, it became second nature. Controlling your mind is no different. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Remember, every thought you think is like a vote for the person you want to become. Every time you catch a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you're voting for a more empowered version of yourself. Every time you bring your wandering attention back to the task at hand, you're voting for a more focused version of yourself. These small votes, cast consistently over time, shape your character and your destiny. The power of questions, the human mind is constantly seeking answers. By asking yourself empowering questions, you can steer your thoughts in productive directions. Instead of asking, why can't I do this? Ask, how can I do this? Instead of, what if I fail? Ask, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dreams? The quality of your life is directly related to the quality of the questions you ask yourself. But controlling your mind isn't just about positive thinking. It's about realistic optimism. It's about seeing things as they are, not worse than they are. It's about acknowledging challenges while focusing on solutions. It's about recognizing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can always control your response. The most successful people you know, chances are they're not the ones who've had the easiest lives or faced the fewest obstacles. They're the ones who've learned to navigate challenges with resilience and determination. They're the ones who've mastered the art of controlling their minds. Now, I want you to think about the biggest challenge you're facing right now. It could be in your personal life, your career, your relationships, any area where you're feeling stuck or frustrated. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what would this situation look like if I approached it with a completely controlled mind? If I were able to direct all my mental energy towards finding a solution? Imagine the clarity you'd have, the creativity you'd bring to bear on the problem, the determination you'd feel to push through obstacles. That's the power of controlling your mind. And it's available to you right now in this moment. But here's the thing. This power doesn't just manifest in big life-changing moments. It's in the small everyday choices you make. It's in choosing to respond with patience when someone cuts you off in traffic. It's in deciding to tackle that difficult task first thing in the morning when your mind is fresh. It's in taking a deep breath and staying calm when your plans get derailed. These small moments of mind control compound over time, shaping your character and your life's trajectory. They're like compound interest for your personal growth. Small, consistent investments that yield huge returns over time. The role of failure in controlling your mind. In our success-oriented culture, failure is often seen as something to be avoided at all costs. But when you're working on controlling your mind, failure is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every time you catch yourself slipping into negative thought patterns, every time you lose focus and have to bring your attention back, every time you react emotionally to a situation and then course correct. These are not failures, they're opportunities for growth. They're chances to strengthen your mental muscles, like learning to ride a bike. You don't expect to hop on and immediately pedal off into the sunset. You expect to wobble, to fall, to skin your knees a few times, but each time you get back on, you're a little steadier, a little more confident. Controlling your mind follows the same pattern. So embrace the stumbles. Celebrate the times when you catch yourself in a negative thought spiral, because catching yourself is the first step to changing the pattern. Appreciate the moments when you notice your attention has wandered, because noticing is the precursor to refocusing. Remember, the goal isn't to never have a negative thought or to maintain laser-like focus 100 of the time. The goal is to get better at managing your thoughts and attention over time. It's about progress, not perfection. The power of your environment in controlling your mind. Your thoughts don't exist in a vacuum. They're constantly influenced by your surroundings. By consciously shaping your environment, you can support your efforts to control your mind. The people you spend the most time with. Are they supportive of your goals? Do they challenge you to think bigger? Do they model the kind of mental control you're striving for? Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your company wisely. Consider your physical space. Is it conducive to the kind of thinking you want to cultivate? A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind. Take some time to organize your surroundings in a way that promotes clarity and focus. Think about your media diet. What kind of information are you consuming on a daily basis? Is it nourishing your mind or cluttering it with negativity and distraction? Be intentional about what you allow into your mental space. Now, I want to address something that might be coming up for you. As you work on controlling your mind, you might find yourself becoming aware of thought patterns or beliefs that you're not proud of. Maybe you notice how often you engage in negative self-talk, or how quickly you jump to worst-case scenarios. This awareness can be uncomfortable. But I want you to know it's a good thing. Awareness is the first step to change. You can't address what you don't acknowledge. So as these patterns come to light, don't beat yourself up. Instead, congratulate yourself for having the courage to look honestly at your thoughts. Remember, these thoughts and patterns aren't you. They're habits you've developed over time, often unconsciously. And just like any habit, they can be changed with consistent effort and practice. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a powerful visualization exercise. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from now having diligently practiced controlling your mind every day. See yourself moving through your day with a sense of calm confidence. See yourself tackling challenges with creativity and resilience. See yourself inspiring others with your mental strength and emotional balance. Now open your eyes. That future version of yourself isn't just a fantasy, it's a possibility. And it's a possibility that's entirely within your reach. All it takes is a commitment to daily practice, a willingness to learn from setbacks, and the courage to keep going even when it's difficult. Remember, controlling your mind is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. There will be ups and downs, successes and setbacks. But with each step forward, you're building mental strength and resilience. You're becoming more of who you're truly meant to be. So as you leave here today, I challenge you to take one small step towards controlling your mind. Maybe it's setting aside 5 minutes for meditation. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe it's catching yourself in negative self-talk and choosing a more empowering thought. Whatever it is, do it with the knowledge that you're not just changing a thought. You're changing your life. You're shaping your character, your future, and your impact on the world. You remember you had within you the power to direct your thoughts, to shape your reality, to create the life you desire. It all starts with controlling your mind, so go forth, harness that power, and create a life that inspires not just you, but everyone around you. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can bring. It's time to unleash them.
Thank you for watching Share this with friends and family, and please subscribe.